Hey everyone, welcome to another episode on my channel. I'm Luna, and today we're going deep into something that affects every student at some point: the reality of studying, school pressure, favorite and frustrating subjects, and how to actually enjoy the learning process without losing your mind. Before we get into it, make sure you subscribe, like this video, and turn on notifications because we talk about everything that helps you grow smarter and stronger every week. Also, check out my amazing friend Diego and his powerful channel, English Resonance. He creates super useful content for English learners and students who want to level up not just their grades, but their thinking. Now buckle up because this conversation is going to get real, relatable, and hopefully very helpful.
Hey Luna, and hello to all your incredible viewers. I'm Diego from English Resonance, and honestly, I couldn't be more excited for today's topic. School and education are not just about books and exams. They shape the way we think, feel, and even dream. But let's face it, sometimes it gets hard, and it's okay to admit that. Today, we're going to share how we deal with the ups and downs and how to study smarter, not just harder.
Exactly. And let me start by being totally honest. I've always struggled with math. I know some people find it satisfying, like solving a puzzle. But for me, graphs, geometry, algebra, my brain literally freezes. Especially when there's a chart or a complicated diagram, I get lost. I used to sit for hours looking at a question and feel like crying.
Wow, that's so real. I actually feel the same way about history and geography. Every time I open a chapter about ancient civilizations or climate zones, I get this strange sadness or stress. I don't know why. It's not that I hate the subjects. It's just that they don't connect with me emotionally. Memorizing dates, events, capitals, it feels dry. Do you think that emotional reaction is common?
Absolutely. I think some subjects trigger anxiety because of past failures or pressure. When you fail a math test once, your brain stores that memory with pain. So the next time you open a textbook, your body reacts with stress, even before you start. It's almost physical.
Wow, that's so true. I never thought of it that way. For me, science and physics are where I feel comfortable. I love understanding how things work. Newton's laws, circuits, energy, they make sense. They're logical. But when I read about Napoleon's wars or the economic map of Africa, I feel like my brain turns into spaghetti.
I love that. Brain spaghetti. I might steal that line. For me, my comfort zone is literature and languages. I love reading poems, analyzing characters, and writing essays. I feel free when I write, like I'm building my own universe. But give me one triangle equation and I'm out.
And that's the beauty of learning. We all have different strengths. But here's the thing. We still have to pass all subjects, not just the ones we enjoy. So how do you handle subjects you don't like, Luna?
I break them down, literally. If I have 10 pages of math, I'll divide them into mini goals, 2 pages a day. I also gamify my study, give myself points, rewards, or even stickers like I'm in first grade. It sounds silly, but it works. And I always study the hard subjects first thing in the morning. That's when my brain is fresh. What about you?
That's smart. I do something similar. I use the Pomodoro technique. 25 minutes of focused study, then 5-minute break. After 4 rounds, I take a longer break. It keeps me from burning out. And when I'm dealing with subjects like history, I use storytelling. I try to imagine the people in the textbook as movie characters. That way I can remember the story, not just the dates.
That's brilliant. Turning boring content into emotional stories is one of the best ways to remember. Also, I use color coding: blue for math, red for literature, green for science. It creates visual memory connections. Let me ask you this. Have you ever felt completely stuck, like nothing makes sense?
Oh yes, many times. There were days I stared at my textbook and felt like I'd forgotten how to read. Seriously, that usually happens when I'm overwhelmed or tired. That's when I stop, breathe, and go outside. Just 15 minutes of fresh air or walking changes everything.
I love that. Nature resets the brain. I also meditate just for 5 minutes to clear mental noise. And I avoid multitasking. People think it's productive, but switching between phone, laptop, and notes actually slows you down.
Exactly. Focus is a muscle. You have to train it. Let's talk about procrastination, the silent killer. What do you do when you just don't feel like studying?
Ooh, I fight that demon every day. What helps me is a 2-minute rule. I tell myself, just study for 2 minutes. Most times, once I start, I keep going. Also, I use study with me videos on YouTube. Just having someone silently studying beside me helps me focus. It's weirdly powerful.
Same. I also set a timer and create a study atmosphere. Clean desk, good lighting, relaxing music. And one thing I always remind myself, you don't need motivation. You need momentum. Once you begin, motivation catches up.
Wow, that's powerful. You don't need motivation, you need momentum. I'm writing that on my wall. Okay, Diego, final thoughts. If someone out there is struggling, maybe they just failed a test or feel like giving up, what would you tell them?
I tell them this. You are not your grades. A bad score doesn't define you. It's just feedback. Learn from it, adjust your strategy, and keep going. Progress is more important than perfection. And if you ever feel lost, come visit my channel, English Resonance. We're building a community that supports each other, not just academically, but emotionally.
That's beautiful. I'd add, be kind to yourself. Some days will be bad, that's part of the journey. But every time you show up and try, you're winning. And don't forget to subscribe here for more real talk, study advice, and motivation. Together, we're going to make learning not just bearable, but powerful.
Couldn't agree more. Thanks for having me, Luna. And to everyone watching, keep going. Your future self will thank you. You've got this.
Yes, you do. This is Luna and Diego signing off with knowledge, love, and lots of learning. See you next time on the next episode. And don't forget,
Subscribe to English Resonance. See you soon, champions.